Hello my beautiful friends, it's Amanda here, and today we're talking about the latest release from Oden's Eye. This is their Jewel Shine collection, and it is a collection of single shadows. There are 42 shadows total, 30 of which are shimmers, and the remaining 12 are multi-chrome shimmers. I can't fit all 42 into one palette, so I have mine split up into little color groups. Blues and greens in one, and then the orangey, pinky, warm purplies are in this one. These single shadows are currently available, so I'm a little bit late on this one. The 30 shimmer shadows are priced at $6.90 US, and then the multi-chrome shadows are priced at $14.90 US. Multi-chrome shadows are always a lot more expensive, so I know that sounds jarring when you hear that price more than twice as much, but if you're well versed in the multi-chrome indie world, then you probably didn't bat an eye at that price. But if you haven't really shopped around for indie brand multi-chromes much, then I know that sounds kind of shocking. If you go over to Clionadh, for example, their jeweled multi-chrome eyeshadows, which are some of my favorites from them, are definitely between $18 and $19 each. Some of the singles from Terra Moons are in that same $17, $18 price range for individual shadows, so this is not really out of the realm, out of the norm. But if you're not used to shopping around for these types of things, then I definitely can understand. I know that sounds like a lot for one shadow, but when you see them, you'll understand. The hype is real for multi-chromes. If you decide to purchase any of these single shadows or pretty much anything on the Oden's Eye site, I do have an affiliate code. It's just my first name, Amanda, and that will save you 10% on most things. So you can save a couple bucks that way if you decide to pick up any of these really beautiful single eyeshadows. In addition to the shadows, they also have their own little magnetic palette. You don't have to use this. As you saw, mine are stored in larger palettes just because I have the whole collection. I want to keep them all together. But I don't think this is a bad idea because the eyeshadow pan dimensions are a little bit different. So they are made to fit perfectly in here. They will not perfectly fill some other magnetic pans, like they don't perfectly fit in this ColourPop one. I'm going to show you size comparisons to other shadows. I'm going to show you swatches, close-up, swatch comparisons, brush swatches, all of that good stuff in today's video. And then if you're interested in seeing my color combination ideas and some looks using these, let me know and I can definitely make a secondary video. But with the swatches and comparisons and close-ups and all that stuff, this video will already be pretty dense, pretty long. So I can split that up into two videos if you're interested, and if not, that's okay too. That's okay too. But let me know in the comments, because I definitely want to focus on what's most helpful for you. So enough of the chit chat, let's get into a close-up look at these shadows, and I'm going to give you as much information as I possibly can. I want to start first with a size comparison between some different types of eyeshadow pans that you are probably familiar with. I wanted you to see the size and shape difference and also get a feeling for the capacity, the amount of shadow that's in here, because these Oden's eyeshadows are actually pretty significantly more product than a lot of the other shadows we're going to talk about in conversation with the Oden's Eye singles. I know half a gram doesn't seem like that much. The Oden's Eye singles basically have about 1/3 as much product, 33% more-ish product than these other brands that we're talking about. Now, I want to start with some close-ups. I didn't do individual shots of each shadow because I wanted to try to keep this video concise, and I think it's just more helpful to see them in context with the other sort of similar shadows. I will also zoom in on the individual rows here and show you the shade names. I'm also going to mark which shades are the multi-chromes with a little asterisk below the shade name there. So Lola and Dimitri, you can see, are the multi-chrome shadows in this particular little group. Keep in mind that when you see these eyeshadows in all different types of content, different lighting situations, videos, photos, they're gonna look really different, particularly the multichrome shades, because they are so reactive to the light. And even a lot of the shimmer shades, like this shade Kevin, for example, will have a duochrome shift. They aren't classified as multichromes, but they still have a shifty quality to them. So I want to show you some different lighting situations. First, let's just take a look at the finger and brush swatches. These are swatched with a flat eyeshadow brush. I'm not dampening the brush. I'm not using any primer. These are just the shadows straight onto my skin. And these are shown in full studio lighting with my ring light and everything. Then I want to show you what these look like in a moving indirect light. So this is basically what they'll look like with flash photography or indirect lighting. There are a lot of different situations between. I'm basically showing you the two most extremes, full studio lighting, multi-angle, bright white, ring light type of lighting, and then a completely dark room with an indirect flash. Those are two very opposite lighting situations, so these will continue to look a little bit different in sunlight or in just regular overhead lighting, in your car, in your office. They are all going to have a slightly different quality in all of those different situations. And that's part of what makes these types of shades so special and so exciting, but can also be maybe a little bit confusing, particularly when you're shopping exclusively online for shades like this. Something looks one way on the website, or it looks one way in one person's video, and then it looks really different once you have it in your house because you have a different skin tone, a different lighting situation, a different application method, etc., etc. So I want to try to show you a couple different application methods, a couple different lighting situations to hopefully give you a really well-rounded look at what these shadows look like, how they perform in all of these different scenarios. And it's my hope that by being this extra with my information in my videos, that it really will help you spend your hard-earned money wisely and help you end up with shades that you really love that are going to be a valuable part of your makeup collection and be something that you feel happy using and you feel good about purchasing. That's the goal anyway. So now we're going to move on to my second palette, my second storage palette, where I have a lot more of the warmer, toasty tones. It just so happens that the majority of the multichrome shades are in this palette as well. So just a reminder, those shadows are labeled with a little asterisk, both in the close-up shots of the shadows and also in the swatches. If at any time you feel like there's too much information on the screen, there's too many shade names or whatever it may be, I totally understand that. I tried to find a balance between giving long enough to actually sort out what you're looking at, but not spending a million billion years just staring straight into an eyeshadow palette like this. So feel free to pause the video if you need some extra time. I will also try to put as much of this information as I can down in the description box for you as well. I also want to mention that Oden's Eye has posted on their Instagram that they will announce a restock of some of the shades that sold out really quickly. They haven't announced an exact restock date yet, but according to their social media posts, it says that they will announce the restock sometime in February or March. So it seems like there will be restock information in the next few weeks. I also had one of my Instagram followers ask me about wear time on these. I guess she had purchased some and she was struggling with wear time. I've been using these shadows for well over a month now. They launched at the very beginning of January, and I actually received them even a couple weeks before they were available on the website as a PR package. So I've been wearing these for a very long time. I haven't had any issues with wear time, just using my usual party proof primer. And if I want to punch up the color a little bit, particularly on some of these more sheer type of shades, then I can also use my NYX jumbo pencil in the shade Milk for a nice white base. Actually, in the video I posted right before this one, it's my ColourPop dupes for the MAC Teddy's Party Crew Vault video. I had been wearing a few of these shades all day long. I mean, by the time I filmed that video, I think I'd been wearing the shadow for close to 10 hours, and it still looked really beautiful. I didn't have any issues with it creasing, wearing off. No fallout, nothing like that. Now, I do not have oily skin. I don't have oily lids. Quite the opposite. I actually have very dry skin, and I do tend to have dry eyelids as well. But because I'm reviewing these so long after the launch, a month later is a really long time in the beauty YouTube world, okay? After having the chance to wear these for probably 6 weeks now, I can say the many different shades that I've tried, I've had absolutely no issues with whatsoever. Maybe if you have oily lids, it could be a different story for you. But personally, these have been very high performing shadows for me. Now, of course, I haven't been religiously wearing all 42 shades. I have really stuck to my favorites, I think, as anybody would tend to do. So it's possible that the shades I haven't gravitated towards have been the problematic shades, and I've just had sort of a luck of the draw type of situation there. But in general, from my several weeks of use, no issues whatsoever. These seem to be the same normal, great Oden's eye quality. Now, I do have a handful of comparisons here. I could have gone on and on for days and days, but I really wanted to give you just a quick look at some comparisons with several different indie brands and also some of the other Oden's eye palettes. These comparisons aren't always necessarily just trying to find dupes, but I really want you to be able to see the differences in how the reflection and shimmers and sparkles look between these different brands. And maybe if you're already familiar with some of these shades, then it can give you a better approximation of what to expect if you are ordering some of the new shades. So even if we're not getting super close, dupeable, twin type of shadow swatches, it's my hope that these will help you at least contextualize what these colors look like in person, because it can be really difficult to tell just from video and photos alone. I'm going to give this voiceover voice a little bit of a break. I'm going to play a little bit of soothing background music for you just for a minute here, and then I will be back with my face to finish up the video. So I'll see you in just a minute. See you there. I'll be here, you'll be there. Okay, see ya. that wraps up the swatches, the info on this Jewel Shine collection. You probably already know I'm a huge Oden's Eye fan. They are by far one of my favorite brands. I always check for them. I think their formulas are fantastic, their designs are interesting, and I just feel like this is sort of the direction personally I'm moving in as far as my makeup interests go. I think this is an interesting new direction for the brand. I really like the shadows, and you know, I like making my own custom palettes too, so I love this release, love the formulas, love the shadows. I do hope we get more singles from Oden's Eye in the future because I think these are just really fantastic and beautiful. Now's the time when I want to hear what you think about this release. Did you pick anything up yet? Are any of these on your wish list? Which shades are your favorites? I always love to hear what you think about things too, so make sure you leave all your thoughts down in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! Very important. Important. Wow. Forgot how to film, forgot how to speak. Great. Good news. Good news for all of us. So they are... Ow! Son of a... Okay, be careful because it can hurt you. Other standard shy shadows. I'm wearing these three. I'm kind of just letting you know for editing Amanda's sake, and also so that you can see my matching nail polish. You're welcome. I have for... What? My family just got home. So... Hey, buddy!
Hi.
Hi. Do you like my shiny eyeshadow?
Yes. You mean it's a little too late because, well, it's not Halloween anymore.
So, it doesn't have to be Halloween. These are cute anytime. You don't like them?
No, I like the nude and the stars, but the cat?
Not a cat fan?
Not a cat fan.
That's your right.
And...
You don't like my lipstick?
Mm-hmm. But I do like your sparkly eyes.
You like the eyeshadow but not the lipstick, huh? Mm-hmm. Is the lipstick too dark?
And also... Yeah, no.
It won't come off. Look. Watch this.
Does it feel weird?
Mm-mm. Feels like nothing. Who knew this was going to turn into a lipstick review? I love you, Stinky.
You're the stinky one.
Me!
You haven't taken a shower in 2 months.
That is a blatant lie. It's only been 1 month.
I couldn't see.
I'm just kidding.
No, you said it.
I was just joking.
It's not a joke.
You laughed. Yes, you did.
You laughed.
I know, because it was a joke. It was funny. Alright, well, everyone's here, and they're going to start being really loud soon. So, start being loud soon was generous. They're already being loud. So, I will talk to you later. What do you think of this fancy eye look? Look at me, I'm wearing my lashes again. Gotta go. See you later. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And thanks for being such a little cutie pie. I love your face. I'll see you soon. Bye.